Well, after replenishing our batteries with a good night's sleep at Boyne Mountain Lodge, we powered up Steve at yet another convenient charging station, took a quick and quiet drive around beautiful Boyne City, then headed about an hour northeast to a town on the shores of Lake Huron near the tip of Michigan's mitten that was as much fun to say as it is to visit. I'm of course talking about Sheboygan, a city with a charming and vibrant downtown, plenty of marina to boat around, of course a convenient place to charge Steve, and a spirit that's moving this town in the right and in a very bright direction.
And speaking of spirits, if you haven't been stung by the mead bee yet, get ready for a hive full of happiness, and guess what? It doesn't hurt or nothing.
Hive North Mead and Cider Hall is all things honey. It's also about supporting the community and keeping it creative, connected, and continuing to move forward. It's a cool and comfortable place with popular local potables and a definite need for mead. I had a chance to sit down with King and Queen Bees, Sam and Christine King, for a tasty mead and some encouraging words about this cool concept.
So, first question is pretty straightforward, but maybe complicated to answer. How do I say this? How did a retired teacher and a retired children's librarian end up owning a really cool, funky, hip meadery downtown Sheboygan?
It's actually kind of a straightforward story. We were vacationing in Savannah, Georgia, and we were hot, and we'd gone for a long walk. We ended up at a place called the Savannah Bee Company, and they had a little tasting table, and I was like, this stuff is amazing. This is so good. It turned out it was mead that was made in northern Michigan.
A lot of people who have never had mead before have no idea what they're missing, because everybody thinks because it's made with honey, it's going to be super sweet all the time, and it's going to be syrupy, and it's a completely different experience.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you can be very dry. They can be dry meads, which sometimes people expect it to be sweet, and they taste a dry mead and think, oh, this is not what I had in mind. Or it can be quite sweet, like some of the meads that we have are sweet. I mean, they're the whole range.
You guys do ciders, you guys do root beer, you guys do live music on the weekends, which is very cool.
And we do kombucha.
Kombucha, okay, which is very healthy, I understand.
Yes, yeah. Very healthy.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but this place seems like the kind of place where the community comes to connect and share and sort of, get to know each other.
It definitely is a place where people like to connect, and in terms of the live music, we want to keep it as unplugged as possible,
right,
which is almost all the time, so that people can still have conversation.
Sheboygan. I mean, you have to love this town, right?
You do. You do. You do have to love it.
Even if you don't feel like it.
Yeah.
I grew up here.
That's what this is for.
Yeah.
Oh, you grew up in Sheboygan?
Oh, yeah.
You've seen a lot of change.
Yeah, I have. But you do have to love it.
Yeah. It's mead 30.
Cheers.
Another.
We had an absolutely awesome time getting to know the Kings. Great people. We also had a ton of fun sampling mouth-watering meads and connecting with this cool, eclectic community. Heck, we even got the chance to see Sam jam on his bona fide bass. Bonus. So next time you're anywhere near Sheboygan, make a honey of a stop at Hive North. Because up here, the sweetest things in life begin with bees. And since EVs rhymes with bees, try on a smaller pair of carbon shoes and take your next adventure in your own Steve the EV. It's better for you, better for me, and for all the generations yet to be.
So until next time, drive safe, travel Michigan, and who knows, you might have as much fun as we do. Come on, Steve. Let's see what's around the next bend.